Hello, children. Welcome back to the physical science class. In this video, we are going to learn about the classification of artificial magnets, Earth's magnetism, and the uses of magnets in Unit 7 Magnetism. Now, let's go through the lesson. Artificial magnets are produced from magnetic materials. These are generally made by magnetizing iron or steel alloys electrically. Artificial magnets are also produced by stroking a magnetic material with magnetite or with other artificial magnets. Depending on their ability to retain their magnetic property, artificial magnets are classified as permanent magnets or temporary magnets. Temporary magnets are produced with the help of an external magnetic field. Temporary magnets lose their magnetic property as soon as the external magnetic field is removed. Temporary magnets are made from soft iron. Soft iron behaves as a magnet under the influence of an external magnetic field produced in a coil of wire carrying a current. But it loses the magnetic properties as soon as the current is stopped in the circuit. Magnets used in electric bulbs and cranes are the examples of temporary magnets. Temporary magnets can be magnetized in the presence of a magnetic field. When the magnetic field is removed, these materials lose their magnetic property. Iron nails and paper clips are examples of the temporary magnet. Magnets can be made using metals such as iron, nickel, and cobalt. Commonly available artificial magnets are made with iron and steel. For stronger magnets, other alloys like alnico and neodymium iron are used. An alloy is a mixture of metals combined with one or more elements. We can make temporary magnets that lose their magnetism after some time. The easiest way of making a magnet is by the stroking method. If we stroke an iron bar with one pole of a bar magnet repeatedly in the same direction, the iron bar becomes a magnet. Thus, we need two things to make a magnet: an iron bar and a bar magnet. Let us do an activity to make our own magnet. Take an iron bar, which is to be made a magnet, and keep it on a wooden table. Also, take a bar magnet. Hold one end of the bar magnet in your hand and keep the other end of bar magnet at one end of the iron bar. Without lifting, move the lower end of bar magnet along the whole length of iron bar till you reach its other end. After reaching end, lift the bar magnet and bring its same end again at the starting end of the iron bar. Move the bar magnet again along the whole length of iron bar in the same direction. Repeat this process of stroking the iron bar with the same end of bar magnet in the same direction about 30 to 40 times. The iron bar will then become a magnet. The magnetic pole produced in iron bar at that end where the stroke ends is always opposite of the stroking pole of the bar magnet. We can even convert an iron nail a sewing needle, or even a razor blade into a magnet by stroking them repeatedly with the same end of a bar magnet in the same direction. If we convert an iron or steel needle into a magnet, then we can use this magnetized needle for making our own compass. Do you know magnetization is a process in which a substance is made a permanent or temporary magnet by exposing it to an external magnetic field? This is one of the methods to produce artificial magnets. Permanent magnets are artificial magnets that retain their magnetic property even in the absence of an external magnetic field. Permanent magnets are produced from substances like hardened steel and some alloys. The most commonly used permanent magnets are made of aluminum, nickel, and cobalt, generally known as alnico. Magnets used in refrigerator, bar magnet, speaker magnet, fridge magnet, and magnetic compass are some familiar examples of a permanent magnet. Neodymium magnet are the strongest and the most powerful magnets on the earth. Alnico cow magnet is used to attract sharp iron wire and other iron objects that may be ingested by animals while grazing, thereby causing damage to their digestive tract. Permanent magnets are those magnets that are commonly used. They are known as permanent magnets because they do not lose their magnetic property once they are magnetized. Following are the ways to demagnetize the permanent magnets: exposing magnets to extreme temperatures. The magnetic attraction between the magnet's atoms gets loosened when they are hammered. Stroking one magnet with the other in an inappropriate manner will reduce the magnetic strength. There are four types of permanent magnets. They are ceramic or ferrite, alnico, samarium cobalt, neodymium iron boron. The magnetic properties of a magnet will be removed from it by the following ways: placing the magnet idle for a long time, continuous hammering of the magnetic substance, dropping the magnet from a height, heating a magnet to a high temperature, passing a variable current in a coil that encloses the magnet, improper storage of the magnet. Magnets lose their properties if they are heated strongly, dropped from a height, hit with a hammer, or not stored properly. Therefore, magnets must be stored with their unlike poles on the same side, with a wooden piece between them. A pair of soft iron pieces called keepers is usually placed across their ends. Magnets should be stored away from mobile phones, televisions, radios, and computers. The magnets lose their property of magnetism if they are heated strongly, hit with a hammer, or dropped from a height. Dropping magnets from a height on the floor can destroy the magnetism of the magnets totally or partially and make them useless. Precaution should be taken in handling magnets. We should store the magnets properly when not in use. That is, we should keep two magnets side by side with their like poles next to each other. Our planet Earth acts as a magnet. Earth has been assumed or imagined by the scientists as a huge magnetic dipole. However, the position of the Earth's magnetic poles is not well defined in the Earth. The south pole of the imaginary magnet inside the Earth is located near the geographic North Pole, and the North Pole of the Earth's magnet is located near the geographic South Pole. The line joining these magnetic poles is called the magnetic axis. The magnetic axis intersects the geographic North Pole at a point called the North Geomagnetic Pole or Northern Magnetic Pole. It intersects the geographic South Pole at a point called the South Geomagnetic Pole or Southern Magnetic Pole. The magnetic axis and the geographical axis do not coincide with each other. The magnetic axis of the Earth is inclined at an angle of about 10 degree to 15 degree with the geographical axis. The exact cause of the Earth's magnetism is not known even today. However, some important factors which may be the cause of the Earth's magnetism are as follows: masses of magnetic substances in the Earth, radiations from the Sun, action of the Moon. However, it is believed that the Earth's magnetic field is due to the molten charged metallic fluid inside the Earth's surface with a core of radius of about 3500 km compared to the Earth's radius of 6400 km. The most powerful magnet in the universe is actually a neutron star called Magneta, that is, magnetic neutron star. The magnetar is located in the Milky Way galaxy. The diameter of the magnetar is 20 km and its mass is 2 to 3 times that of the Sun. Its magnetic field is so large and lethal that it is capable of absorbing all the iron atoms from the bloodstream, that is, hemoglobin of a living body, even if it is positioned at a distance of 1000 km from it. Pigeons have extraordinary navigational abilities. It enables them to find their way back home even if you take them to a place where they have never been before. The presence of magnetite in their beaks enables them to sense the magnetic field of the earth. Such a magnetic sense is called magnetoreception. The directional property of a magnet states that a freely suspended magnetic needle at a point on the earth comes to rest approximately along the geographical north south direction. This shows that the earth behaves like a huge magnetic dipole with its magnetic poles located near its geographical poles. The north pole of a magnetic needle approximately points towards the geographic north. Thus, it is appropriate to say that the magnetic north pole of the needle is attracted by the magnetic south pole of the earth, which is located at the geographic north. Also, the magnetic south pole of the needle is attracted by the magnetic north pole of the earth, which is located at the geographic south. The magnitude of the magnetic field strength at the earth's surface ranges from 25 to 65 microtesla. Do you know Earth's magnet is 20 times more powerful than a fridge magnet? We come into contact with magnets often in our daily life. Magnets are used in wide range of devices. The following are some of the uses of magnets. In ancient times, the magnet in the form of direction stone helped seamen to find the directions during a voyage. Magnets are used in magnetic compasses, which are used to find directions. A mariner's compass consists of a pivoted magnetic needle. It is used by sailors for navigation. Nowadays, magnets are used to generate electricity in dynamos. Electric motors and generators use a kind of magnet called the electromagnet to generate electricity. Magnets, especially electromagnets, are used in our day to day life. They are used in electric bulbs and electric motors. They are used in loudspeakers and microphones. An extremely powerful electromagnet is used in the fast moving maglev train to remain floating above the tracks. Maglev train, also known as magnetic levitation train, has no wheels. Maglev train floats above its tracks due to strong magnetic forces applied by computer controlled electromagnets. Maglev train is the fastest train in the world. The speed attained by maglev train is around 500 km per hour. In industries, magnetic conveyor belts are used to sort out magnetic substances from scraps mixed with non magnetic substances. Magnets are used to pick up iron pieces from garbage. These magnets are made by passing electricity through objects made of iron. How does the electromagnetic train work? Electromagnets are used in electromagnetic train. Electromagnets are magnetized only when current flows through them. When the direction of current is changed, the poles of the electromagnets are also changed. Like poles of the magnets, which are attached at the bottom of the train and rail track, repel each other. So the train is lifted from the track up to a height of 10 centimeter. We can move any magnetic object with the force of attraction or repulsion properties of magnets. This train also moves with the help of the magnets attached on the sides of track and the magnets fitted at the bottom sideway of the train. By controlling the current, we can control the magnets and movement of the train. As there are no moving parts, there is no friction. So the train can easily attain a speed of 300 km per hour. These trains are capable of running up to 600 km per hour. They do not make any noise. They require less energy and they are eco friendly. Even though many countries have taken effort to use these trains, such trains are used for public transport only in China, Japan, and South Korea. Electromagnetic train is called as suspension train and also called as flying train. It does not require diesel or petrol. This technology uses the property of magnetic attraction and repulsion to run these Superfast electromagnetic trains. Magnets are used in computer units storing devices such as hard disks. In banks, the magnets enable the computers to read the MICR numbers printed on a check. The strip on the back of a credit card or debit card is a magnetic strip, often called a mag strip. The mag strip is made up of tiny iron based magnetic particles in a thin plastic film. Each particle is really a very tiny bar magnet, about 20 millionth of an inch long. The tip of the screwdrivers are made slightly magnetic so that the screws remain attached to the tip. At hospitals, extremely strong electromagnets are used in the magnetic resonance imaging to scan the specified internal organ. Nuclear magnetic resonance imaging is used to study the brain. Magnets are used to lift large objects. Magnets are used to pick up or sort objects made up of iron and steel. Magnets are used in bulletin boards and toys. Children, I hope that you might understood very well about Earth's magnetism and the uses of magnets in our day-to-day life. Thank you for watching.